All right, earnings season continues, and we are looking this morning at the fortunes of the AI company Presight. It's seen pre-tax profit even grow by just under 40% for the first half of this year. And we're very pleased to be joined on the line by the CEO, Thomas Pramotedham. Thomas, it's lovely to speak to you again. Good morning.
Good morning. It's always wonderful to be back on the morning show.
Right, let's look at the set of numbers. We've got a 17% rise in revenues, a 39% rise in pre-tax profit. Where has your growth come from?
Well, I think for sure the momentum that built up over the past year in the past first quarter has been phenomenal. A big part of the H1 profit is coming from new domestic contracts that are signed. We're happy to report that we've signed domestic contracts with the UAE Accountability Authority as well as the Abu Dhabi Accountability Authority. And extending from that, we've signed a new contract with the Ministry of Education. So that's where the domestic growth is coming from. Largely in the international space, just at the end of the quarter, we signed a digital healthcare platform deal with Jordan itself. We continue to build our international partnerships. We took on 2 MOUs that is going to be of impact. One with Gambia, where Presight has been positioned to build and drive digital transformation initiatives in the country. And second, with the government of Mauritius. The UAE government, Ministry of Energy, signed a memorandum with the government of Mauritius, and Presight has been named as the company to deliver the smart analytics platform for smart grid, as well as to drive digital transformation, leveraging on AI and big data analytics.
So your rate of growth, though, is interesting because that is increasing at double the rate that it was the year before. I get that you've got more contracts, but your ability to deliver on them, what's actually allowing you to grow at a faster rate? Is that your own capacity?
I think 2 parts of it. Capacity within UAE continues to grow as we grow our workforce to deliver the local projects. Internationally, we continue to forge partnerships. So for projects in the international market, we have implementation partners in country. We continue to broaden our technology partnerships. Recently, you have read, we signed with Intel a partnership to develop smart city solutions on their platform. We've been awarded the UAE's Middle East most recognized data analytics partner by Dell. So these partnerships with system implementers, with technology giants like Intel and Dell, continues to help us amplify our ability to offer not just solutions, but to implement them with high professional excellence and standards.
Well, you've also got the earnings of that acquisition you've made, just over half of the energy data company AIQ. Are you in the market for more acquisitions? Is that another route for growth?
Definitely, since the listing, we've said that the path of the growth capital that we've raised is to do 3 things. 1, continue to drive R&D, so that you have seen us launch a Presight Enterprise Suite of products quite recently. 2, continue with our merger and acquisition. So the acquisition of AIQ is an example of that as we foray and become a global player in the energy sector. 3rd is to continue to drive our international operations. So definitely M&A is on the table, but what it needs to be accretive to the Presight portfolio of solutions. It needs to be companies that we can help them amplify their business. So in the sectors of public services, financial analytics, smart cities, energy, these are 4 key areas that we look at to drive M&A strategies.
Well, your numbers come as a lot of big tech stocks globally are under pressure, and there's a lot of concern about AI's ability to deliver, to actually pay off, to make money as a technology. What do you make of some of the questions that analysts and market watchers have been asking over the last couple of days about whether AI actually can monetize itself? Do you see, and I realise that I'm speaking to someone who is selling AI and its associated technologies to your customers and your clients and helping them with that. Do you see in other areas a bubble bursting here? Are these concerns overblown? What are your thoughts?
If you ask me, so my opinion is it is overblown, and let me unpack it for you. See, Presight's focus is on applied technology, and with the recent AI drive, is where we apply AI. So I think AI is going to be a game changer as a technology stack. It will impact every part of life. And what Presight has done is to look at how we could make the application of AI tangible to businesses. So the launch of the Presight Enterprise Suite quite recently tries to answer that. We have one that is a SaaS product that will allow enterprises to get on and apply AI strategy with a enterprise AI assistant, pretty much like your own ChatGPT in your organization as a hosted service. So if you have an AI strategy, you can apply it today
Are
through
your
Presight
clients,
Connect.
are your clients, are your customers managing to actually monetize it though?
Yes, because when you look at the organizations that apply AI in the areas of financial optimization, cost optimization, resource optimization, they can quantify the returns of the investment.
So where do you think this concern globally is coming from then? What's actually happening?
Well, I think broadly, there is the development of AI technology by the tech firms, and that's them chasing down a big investment in R&D to develop the next generation of AI applications. But then if you look at the organizations that are making available budget to assimilate, to adopt AI into their organization, they're governed by the same KPIs of every business. Can I make more revenue out of the optimization? Can I reduce costs? Can I drive better resources in the work that we do? If you look at AIQ has delivered as part of ADNOC's AI strategy more than $500 million of savings across upstream and downstream workflows. And those are the KPIs that we should continue to look at. And where we would see AI bottom up in its investment is when the return of the businesses will match the development cost that is going into AI.
And that is the million dirham question, isn't it? What time frame do you think that's going to take, that these massive AI investments and chips and the rest of it that companies are making are going to take off, that the investment is going to reach the output?
I think in the near term, in the next 1 to 3 years, you will see companies maximizing their AI investments with return. And in a 3 to 5 year time frame, you will see large AI technologies driving and lifting the front lines of optimization, of technology adoption. And really, AI will change the way we live. But in the near term, you look at where it's been applied. In the long term, I think that's for all of us to look at the question and ask some hard questions around that.
Could you develop further in the chain away from actual solutions? You've talked about acquisitions there, and you've talked largely about software and solutions acquisitions. Would you be interested in getting closer to hardware companies, to chip companies? I've got a minute left with you. How much further could you go?
I think that would not be a focus for Presight. We have, as part of the G42 ecosystem, companies that are doing that. So Core 42 does infrastructure. Hakasna, as part of the group, does data center. And a broader landscape of data center players are going to AI infrastructure. I think Presight will focus as being the tip of the arrow where our application will make impact, and the adoption of AI is where we look at. And infrastructure will come as part of it. And I think over time, infrastructure will normalize into a ubiquitous commodity that everyone would have access to, but that will take time.
The CEO of the AI company, listed AI company here, Presight, with their H1 numbers, the CEO, Thomas Pramotedham. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Dubai Eye 103.8 traffic.
With Yas Island Abu Dhabi. Stay at iconic hotels and